Welcome to Munger Vision, second meeting of the year between Fairhaven, the Sliders ladies soccer team taking on Mill River at Mill River on a sunny day. A little bit of wind will be a factor today, but there'll be no rain. The turf out there, the field in good shape. And the first game was a 4-0 win for Mill River, but that was a very wet, rainy, windy night. Hopefully today will be a lot different. But again, this should be two local teams, should be a good contest. I just want to show you a little baby black lab that I got a chance to pet before. Look at that. 8 weeks old. Going to take in a soccer game. All right, so we're good to go. Getting 40-minute halves. Overtime if necessary. Osmer, somebody you got to watch out for. She'll run wild all day. Nice step up. Megan Worcester, the goalkeeper for Fairhaven. And Lauren Abdelnour for Mill River back there. And that's going to be booted out, and they'll take a kick to the side and be controlled by Amanda Lee. Legal's pass will come back to Rogstad, and they'll go backwards to go forwards. And Dave Carr, in his first year coaching Mill River, having a very good season so far. The test will come in the postseason. You see the kick went in deep, not quite to the 18, and then play it on the angle, and Lee will just tap it. Well, she used it for a screen, actually. I thought she was going to go to Rogstad, and this is Katrupi with it. And Fairhaven with a new coach this year, Peter Roach, taking over for, whoops, I lost the action, taking over for Mr. Wilson over there. Coach Wilson, I don't know why he gave up the coaching of soccer. I know he loves soccer. I know he was the basketball coach. I don't know if he still is the varsity basketball coach. But I thought he did a good job, and for some reason I thought I could see him being a soccer coach for the next 40 years or longer. That's going to come wide. There's been no shots on the net yet, as they're just kind of feeling each other out. I do expect it to be an uphill battle for the Fairhaven squad. I expect them to play hard. Rogstad with a throw, but they're going to have to play a pretty mistake-free game against Mill River's. Bagley brought to the center of the field, and there's a little push-up by Austin, and that's going to come down and be settled momentarily by Katrupi and Fairhaven with their first. Whoops! I had to settle in myself, try and dribble the ball up the field for Fairhaven. With Severance, number 13. And it'll take me a minute or so or actually probably a lot longer than that, to get the Fairhaven names and numbers memorized. You see the ball being driven out of bounds on the far side, and Hardiman giving it chase, but it'll become a throw for the Minutemen. And that looks like Paige Career on over there in the shade of the press box. It'll come down to Bagley. And Bagley able to make the soccer move and get around the first defensive layer, as Kyle Weatherhog will put it just through the inline, and there'll be a corner for Mill River as that went off from the Fairhaven player through the inline, thus the corner. Now they'll have Osmer going to take the kick, and she'll be standing out in the shaded area. Like I said, temperatures are just too warm actually, but for this time of year, who's going to knock 70 degrees? It's breezy, no rain in the forecast. And that is going to be coming down to Bagley on the turf, sitting down. Lee came across, got it, wanted to settle it down, comes inside, and it's still not out of there. And boy, her pass back was a wave and a miss by Weatherhog, got blocked there, never came in. Katrupi up and too high. Yeah, I'll be over the top. What wild action right there in front of the goalkeeper, Worcester. And, in the end, there really wasn't a decent shot or any shot on that. The goaltender never had to make goalkeeper never had to make a save. So a frenzy in front of the net, but nothing more than that. And the goal kick taken. I didn't catch the number. I'll get better at this. Like I said, I have to get comfortable in hanging out the window. I have to kind of feel my way in. Plus, I got bad knees, and I have to kneel on the windowsill because I've got the tripod set up out on the outside of the track, the window track, so I'm beyond the concrete jams, because these are deep jams. These are probably 8-inch jams on the window, and if I stay inside, I can't see only a third of the field. So I got my knee pads on, seriously, because I've torn the meniscus in the last year in them, and I torn the ACLs many years ago, and this year I tore the MCL in the left one, so not a lot left in those old knees. Plus, I just kind of feel crappy today, kind of feel under the weather, or depressed. I'm not sure, probably both. But I'll try to crank it up here as Weatherhog, who's had a phenomenal first year of varsity soccer, pushed the ball long, looking to go to Osmore there, and that's Corone. And of course, I'll have to check the pronunciation. I'm sure I've got it wrong. Shot coming in, and it'll be wide of Worcester, and it should be through the inline, and it will. Yeah, I'm looking for 23 Carone. Well, I'm going to go with Corone. It could be Coroni, it could be Caron.
I think I need one more quarter for soda.
But I will go with Corone.
Wait, Jake, how much is soda?
And again, I've got a 50-50 shot. That's like when the young lady comes out for Mill River.
Like $1.75.
I just got to find her. Number 12, where are you? Oh, that's the wrong number. Well, I've been calling her Eli, and it's Ely. I checked with Ken Webb, the head basketball coach, because she was down there actually shooting baskets for basketball season. And, of course, I pronounced that wrong all last year and this year. But I got it now. It's Ely, not Eli. Oh, she's not on the soccer. I'm thinking of her brother who played on the boys' soccer team, and I had his pronunciation obviously wrong, too. If she was down shooting baskets, she's not out playing soccer right now, is she? You can see the ball driven down in the corner. It's scoreless, and there's been most of the action down in the Mill River offensive end, but they really haven't had a decent, oh wow moment yet on net, and that ball's going to ricochet all the way out, and Kachupi will go back and get it, and she'll just kick it out through the inline, and then we'll have a Fairhaven throw. See Pat Whalen down there. He's the one of the officials. I haven't zeroed in on the other guy yet, across the way. Of course, see a lot of Pat Whalen during the basketball season. He's a basketball official. Rogstad turns to the outside, drives a kick up, and that'll be a nice step up off from Lee's leg, stays in bounds. And Rogstad wants to lay the pass out for Lee. There's that good speed by Lee. She'll push the ball forward. Of course, I don't have an 18 for Fairhaven. 20 was Dalto. That's who I was looking for. That'll come in on Wooster, and she waited and made the save. I don't know how Lee didn't make that. I don't know why Wooster waited, but in the end, it was just a weak shot and an accidental save, and we're still scoreless. How's that for summing it up, huh? That ball touched by Austin will go to Rogstad. She faked right, went left, and Lee will come back and link up with the pass. Sends it right back to Rogstad, who on the trail into that comes up the middle, and that's where the passes go to Lee. Their offense is kind of like a slinky, the way that it keeps just flopping forward. Is Austin having a problem? Yeah, and I apologize for the camera work. I'll get in tune here. I'll get onto it. There's Rogstad. Got a lot of turf in front of her, man. Yeah, that's what you do. Take the shot, bends it around, and Wooster played the bend perfectly and will make the grab. And now she's seeing some action coming in on her. That's a good punt. It's a very good punt. In conditions like this with the wind, you don't want to really shorten the field on your kicks and put your defense under pressure immediately, and she didn't. She did an excellent job. Well, I got to promote my show, my talk show. It's been on since November '95 because I don't get promoted any other way. But my talk show is Sports Beat. And it's obviously about sports, but it can be about everything. That's why it's called the Everything Show. But, you know, I talk to local coaches, athletic directors, players, people in all kinds of different aspects of sports to give them a little recognition, a little face time for all their efforts and hard work. But I also I like cooking, so I bring people on that can cook, and woodworking, so I'll do projects. And nature, you know, the sports aspect of like kayaking and hiking and winter camping and all that good stuff. That's on the internet at PEGTV.com. Just, you know, type in Sports Speed wherever you do there. I don't really go on the internet. It's above my head. I can't follow it. Lee waited, and the defender came across. Again, I'm going to go with Corone, and if I mispronounce that, I apologize for that. And Dalto, number 20, also down there defensively. There's number 3, Pouliot. Oh, look at Osmer. She got the corner, makes the fake, wants to pass around. Nice step up. They watched the ball instead of all the fakes, and Rogstad now. Coming back to Kachupi. Can she get around that defender? And right now, Fairhaven scrambling around inside their own 18, and that looks like it will make the sideline, and we will have a throw coming up now for the Minutemen, and that's going to be Bagley coming all the way over. And Bagley will just dump it down inside there. Lays the pass back, Rogstad up the middle, links up with Lee, and she's got the chance to turn, fire, and Wooster goes up and gets it. So Wooster looking pretty sharp already as she's faced 3 good shots. And made all the saves, obviously, for still scoreless. But this is how the game kind of went in Fairhaven. As you can see, it's staying on this side of the midfield stripe for long spells at a time. Oh, Osmer so strong on her feet. Takes the bump, kept the ball, turns, fires, and no, goes through the inline. And I don't think it was touched defensively. No, so it will become a goal kick by Corone. And that's where we're going to be at with 10 minutes gone by. We're at 30 minutes to play in the first half, and Corone. That time the wind knocked that down on her. She got a nice roll, getting another 10 yards on it. And Severance with the touch, and Severance still got the ball working against Austin. Goes to that left foot, trying to drive it through the center circle, and Stone right there. And Stone will just step up. She'll send it diagonally across the field, and there is nobody there, and that will go out of play. And this should become a blue throw. Is Dubois. Will drop it down. That was a tough pass for Severance to handle. It goes off from her toe and stays in bounds. And again, they're trying to get it past Dalto, number 20. And Dalto will keep control long enough. Kachupi right there taking on two Fairhaven players as that slides across, and the Slaters go up over the top. Abdelnour has not faced a shot yet for Mill River. You see the nice reversal there. Good dribbling skills by Bagley, number 22, to Kachupi and beyond Bagley, but then she'll get it back because the pass was that intended for the first time, and she'll toe it in, looking to click with Lee. Wooster heading over, and she will pick it up under pressure from Lee. So that was good. Again, good pressure by Mill River at Mill River's home field. Much different conditions than when the first two teams met. I remember driving out to Fairhaven in the rain and the wind, and I ended up not even taking out my camera and taping it because the wind would have blown. Even though Eric Ramey, the athletic director, very, very nice man, had already given me permission earlier in the day that I could go up in their tower, their press box, but the wind was blowing that direction and the rain was just coming in, and my equipment's as fragile as I am, and it just can't stand up to the weather anymore, and it's so old. And Wooster will play the short bounce nicely as she's starting to tally up the saves. I'm sure at a much more rapid pace than she had hoped for. She probably would like a little relief and let her team get down the other end and take some shots on Abdelnour. And Weatherhog, like I said, just done a heck of a job this year, as has Stone. The whole team has. And that's going to skip in, and that was played by number 22, Bora. And 22 for Mill River coming up, of course, that's Bagley. She's a senior this year. Mill River looking for another trip to the finals. Last year they made it all the way to the finals as the number 1 seed, as the undefeated team, and just came up shy, 2-1. The game I went up and covered at Virgins Union High School on November 8th, because I won't forget that, because it was so unbelievably cold and windy. It was just, I know I'm a big wimp and stuff, and I'm an old wimp, but it was so cold. And the wind was just like almost tornado strength. Great game, though. Great game. Other than, what would have been the highlight would have been Mill River winning it, but other than that, it was the first time I ever stopped at the Fire and Ice restaurant in my life, and I stopped there coming home. Because there's not a lot to, I like the A&W, but obviously that was closed in November. That worked out. It's cool. The whole day was cool doing a championship soccer game. And then grabbing some grub on the road, which means I didn't have any dishes to do. And I've always done dishes. My late wife would do all the cooking and I do all the dishes. And I still do dishes. The food, when I cook now, I think I'd like to, oh, look at this is happening. Lee, and oh, what a big block, and it's headed out. We'll have a corner, and I'm sure Fairhaven will trade that as a great play by Worcester. Lee made the good charge. Osborne corner take the kick. No, cooking's an area I've got to improve. It's not horrible, but it's not refined. It has a limited menu when I cook. And there's the kick. Fire. Actually, not even fire post game. Oh, look, they're letting him walk in. Bag, I'll tell you, the coach for Fairhaven, just how I can hear him, he said, you got marked better than that. And he's absolutely right. He's Bagley just kind of taking a free trip around the inside of the 18, actually deeper than that, inside the goalie box. And I thought she brought it back one too many times. I thought on her initial left foot was open, and she brought the ball back around the right side, and that kind of took away the better angle. But again, you can feel a goal coming as Fairhaven bending but not breaking right now, and Osmer had her shot blocked this time. Weatherhog will come up with it. That was Pouliot, and I'm probably not saying that name correct either. And I apologize for that already in just advance. And it's going to come across to Mill River. Now, it's kind of a neat trap. Who was that? Oh, it was Diano, number 11. Then she pushed off. Yeah, I don't know how that doesn't happen more often to players in soccer. When they go to trap and the game's moving right along to step on top of the ball. That's all I would be doing. I would have been a terrible soccer player. But actually, I sucked at everything I did anyway, so soccer should be no exception. I don't really do this that well, but they found nobody else to muscle me out. There's been some weak attempts at it, but I'm just looking at Hannon. She's got eye black on. Amber Hannon. What a great year she's had, boy. She should be an all-state. She should be on the Lions team back there. Hannon should be, I think. She, from her sweeper position, she's done a dandy job for Mill River. Anybody puts eye black on in soccer, that's tough stuff. That's right there. Should be a couple of votes for the Lions Cup for her. Bagley tees it up. Nice pass. Osmer on the wing, looking to take the corner. That's Weatherhog coming in and stops, accelerates, and just can't get the edge. And will it become a corner? I'm waiting to see. No, they're going to set up a goal kick for Corone. And that breaking the actions for the substitutions. That's Weeks, number 8 from Mill River coming in. Megan Weeks. And I believe Weatherhog went out. And Weeks went in to take her spot. Of course, Rogstad right there. I've watched, I mean, she's just been great, I think, the last couple of years. And, you know, she should get some kind of consideration for the after-season awards and stuff. I mean, she's just had, and based not only on this year for it, but her whole career. She's been money in the bank. Oh, a nice bump. And they're going to call severance for it as she bumped. Is that Merrill? Yeah, that's Ellen Merrill, number 15. Took the bump, and she'll get the foul called against Severance, and the kick will come up by Hannon, number 23. So Hannon, with a great kick, actually outkicked her offense. 23 minutes to play in the first half. Mill River come close a couple times, but Megan Wooster out there doing a good job in that for Fairhaven. But you just can't keep relying on her making, 15, 20 saves. You got to have some kind of strategy to get through the middle of the field and generate some offense yourself, as Rogstad wanted to drag the ball back. Who was it that made that good play? Fairhaven, nice shot, and it's going to go into Wooster. Ooh, and she got it. I think that was Ronaldo, number 8. Or Du Bois, 6. Like I said, the eyes are pretty shot. I think it was 6 who made the very good play, which would be Du Bois. As Diano watches that ball go out of bounds, horn will sound, and we will have some new Slaters coming in the ball game. Number 14 coming in. Oh, it's Doran. Fairhaven, on any schedule and any gender, or any roster of any sport of any gender, there's got to be a Dorn. They have an endless supply of Dorns out there in Castle and Hydeville, Fairhaven area. As Corone kind of relieved the pressure, only about 8 yards worth, and then the ball coming right back. Katrupi trying to slide the pass through, and there's the feed to Lee. She was offsides, they said. Okay, so I'll tell you, it was a nice play, a great thought. Wait to twist and get the shot on that, but it all went for naught as it was offside. That's why the kick coming up right there. That's where the offside occurred. Oh, a real low ball. And Katrupi not only got to the ball, but then dished it up to the 20-yard line. Now it'll trickle into the 18. Comes right back out quickly, though. And I'll be out of bounds. In the vicinity was Sheldon, Cheyenne Sheldon for Fairhaven. And I believe she's going to take the throw as Sheldon directing some traffic. And will heave the ball down the sideline. And that's well marked as Merrill will make the touch and get it back to Katrupi. And she'll just set it up with the left foot. To Osmer. Oh, Osmer must have 8 sets of eyes all around her head because she just makes passes to places where her teammates are. I have no idea how she knows they're there because she's not looking there. Tell you what's been painful, right between my shoulder blades to my right rib. the disc. I popped the T10 disc a couple weeks ago. I thought I actually hurt so bad that I broke ribs. And I had to go see Doc Larson, and he snapped it a couple times. And I think I popped it out again today. And it's just in a bad position for standing behind a tripod for hours and hours at a time. Oh, look at that great pass. Look at this breaking in. Look at this shot. Oh, that was pretty. Tell you what, they're real lucky to keep it scoreless. That was a great rush down the field. The right idea to lift the shot. And you know, I feel bad I didn't catch the number. I think it was Camo. But that was a great rush, and that's what I mean for Haven's defense. Bending but not breaking. Actually, more than bending, they're leaking like a sieve out there. They're relying an awful lot on Worcester. Is that throw coming down, and it will be controlled by Fairhaven. It looks like it's going to be out. Yeah, it went out from the foot of Heather Dalto, and can that wind, for the most part, it changes directions occasionally, but it's coming across the field right at the camera. As Stone and Camo get some space in there. Stone will tuck the ball inside the defender. She's got some turf, and she'll fire away, and woo. Worcester short hopped it, bobbled it, and then recovered it, and that will bring us down to the 19-minute left to play mark. First half action, 40-minute halves, as I've stated. I've also stated I don't understand why they got to be 40 minutes long, but they do, and that's it. So Diano able to get that ball and then push it down from behind, and Stone coming up across midfield and will set herself and lay out a pass. Well, that was well marked this time by Fairhaven as Hannon. That might kick and drive. No, that will go out of play. Okay, I had to be close to that sideline. And the Slaters, number 22, Chelsea Bora. There's a couple Boras on this roster. Coach Roach over there. Oh, that's cool. His name rhymes. Coach Roach. Takes a simple mind like myself to be entertained by that, but he was all fired up by that play by Fairhaven, and they'll go off from the head out of bounds. Should be a blue throw, and Bora going back, Chelsea Bora. Yeah, remember that little black lab I showed you in the beginning of the game? Oh, I saw that, man. There's two of them. I could see one now, but wow, a beautiful little dog. Cuddly and nice. Never nipped me. Very well behaved dog. I mean, puppies nip. They don't mean it meanly. That's why you got to teach them. My kittens nipped for a while. Now they understand the difference, so now they only nip when they're mad. Now they understand nipping comes with an attitude. As Diana will make the play. Look at the shoulder-to-shoulder action as Fairhaven, again coming in, having lost him over once already on their home field, but hanging into a scoreless game right now at the 17-minute to play mark. 23 minutes have gone by. That's coming down, and Worcester will let it go through. Rogstad will make the save from going through the inline, and nope, she couldn't save it on the edge, though. Good hustle by Leah Rogstad, but that will drop down. And on the fly, I don't remember Abdelnour having to make a save yet, having touched the ball. Severance trying to change that right now. Got a tough battle right there. Oh, what a great move. And then Merrill there on the second layer as Hannon gambled and missed on a great soccer move. There's a drive over the top and into the box. And there's Abdelnour, I believe, with her first touch. And she'll take the punt. And that was really good, considering how bad the wind is right now. That was a good job. As that ball will come down, and Rogstad, it's Lee, 18 Lee, wanting to pick the tempo up, wanted the ball from the ball person. There's Rogstad, number 16. Yeah, I think Mill River's got a great chance to get back into the finals this year. And a lot of time between now and then, a lot of things can happen, but looking around the matchups, they, you need to be healthy, number one, as far as injuries and stuff, and people not with the flu and stuff. at that time of the year. You need luck. Anybody that's ever won a championship game or made it that far will always tell you honestly that it takes some luck to get there. But I like the fact that they're one of the top 3 or 4 teams out there as far as with a really good realistic opportunity to make it to the final. Everybody's got a chance to make it to the finals, but when you look at personnel and statistics and experience, no, they fall right into all those categories comfortably. Redenis out there, number 4, Taryn Redenis. She'll get the ball over to Stone, and she'll slide that pass forward and step up by Fairhaven as they've spent a couple seconds down here in their offensive end, and it took them a long time, man, to be serious to get down here. Let's see if they can get some pressure on Abdelnour as Redenis did a nifty little move, and Severance stepping up. Number 8 made the actual play, Ronaldo, and I lost the ball. There we go. I lost the ball and accidentally found it. Getting Mill River in those home whites, just in case you haven't figured that out, and that's going to be Osborne. She's looking for that open corner, and on the perfect mark, here's the shot on stride, tipped around, and nope. Should be a corner, though. A couple of Fairhaven defenders did a good job of getting in a position. Crone, I'm sure, was one of them. Yes, it was. And I'm just waiting for the other young lady to turn around so I can see her jersey number. And she's not going to cooperate. Oh, 22. Chelsea Bohr. Okay. So here comes the kick. So Mill River out shooting Fairhaven, also out cornering them. Oh, that's a low liner. That's a hard one to score off from, and that doesn't usually happen. Stone serves it up. Nope, never got in. As Crone got there, and she'll drive the ball side out, and they'll take the throw now. 13:30 to go, first half. And then River, they've been knocking on the door basically the entire first half. But Wooster over there in net, Megan Wooster has came out intense and sharp and following the ball well. Look at the pressure, not stepping up, coming all the way through, and boy, was that last layer, I believe it was Corone actually made the save throw for the Minutemen. And I think that's Camo, Casey Camo over there. But she's throwing right into the windhouse. It swirled around and come across the other direction as Severance able to clear it to the 40 and on the roll. Here comes Hannon all the way up. Yeah, she stepped it up and couldn't keep possession, couldn't steer the kick around, and they'll have to wait a minute for Adulto to get the throw. Now the sun going behind those clouds. Temperature dropping down 6-7 degrees. 6 or 7 degrees, yeah. As that was Erin Bohr. I believe she's the older of the 2 Boras out there. I could be completely wrong. Most of the time I am. Oh, that should not be a call. That should not be a call. Now, you gotta let them play soccer, man. But, you know, that'll go over the other way. Now we'll have a kick by Fairhaven. It wasn't a game-altering call or anything. That's gonna... Again, with the win, that was a heck of a kick as Merrill, no room to back up, and she'll lose her bounce. Bora, now see a different official, Pat Whalen right there. He let all that soccer contact go. That was a good job, Pat. And the kick coming up now as Abdelnour directing her defense where she wants. Miss Fairhaven's going to bring all the... Well, they have a kick coming. Oh, it should be further forward, I think. Yeah. She's got to come way forward. There you go, Corone. If that's not pronounced correctly, I apologize for that. Yeah, I mean, you just gained 12 yards on your kick. This is actually in a real decent spot. They're going to try to go over the top. Oh, left footer. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Oh, Abdelnour. And nobody touched it. Oh, that was a beautiful kick. Who was that missed it? I believe it looks like number 14, Amanda Doran. She was coming in, and the ball just wouldn't settle down and cooperate with her. But I'll tell you what, that had great scoring chance written all over it. As Hannon, well, she drove that. It'll come down to Redenis, then used Osmer's face to drive up. There's Kylie Peterson, number 21. She She wasn't here at the last home game. I don't know if she was injured or looking at those colleges or whatever, but she's back out there now, number 21 for Mill River. Hosmer started the game off saying her name every second. Then she kind of lulled off there in the middle. Now she's, last couple trips down, she's been kind of reasserting herself for Dennis, and that's a touch up by Peterson. Again, just popped up and to the 20-yard line, right back in the box, and that's a dangerous header right there as it comes right back for Dennis. Didn't get a foot on it to drive it on net. That'll come through Gentle. Peterson with this pass across, and again, Fairhaven very stationary in their 18 instead of attacking defensively. 10 minutes to go. First half, 30 minutes of scoreless soccer have gone by. I don't believe we're going to go to the half scoreless, so I got a feeling. Could be tendonitis, but I got a feeling it could be a score coming up shortly. The Minutemen just getting too much time of possession on this side of the midfield stripe, and also too much time in the 18 and just too many shots. Look at Diano coming out with the ball. Diano lining it up, and one too many passes. Oh, Peterson had time to settle that better and take a shot. That's going to come. That probably looked like a beach ball to her when it came at her. I mean, you're standing in the 18 unmarked, and the ball rolls out to you. I'm sure you get a little hyper about it. It hasn't been textbook defense, but it's still scoreless. Or textbook defense by Fairhaven, I should clarify that. They haven't played bad, but they kind of get, occasionally they don't attack, and they are complacent. That's what I can remember. They get a little complacent and confused like that. And they get bunched up together as Dennis keeps it low, and that's going to be called off by Wooster. She'll make the grab, and she'll take the punt. And she comes all the way over to this center of the 18 and steps into it. It's a good kick. Very good kick. Yeah, it was a handball, and they let it go through as Merrill got there defensively to Dorn, and she will, well, made a good effort. But it becomes Mill River throw. 8.5 minutes left before the half. And Abdel Noor will come out and make the grab. Only the second time Abdel Noor has touched the soccer ball and keeps it low, and on the bounce she'll get midfield. That's pretty good. As Bora had the touch, then Dalto came up, and that should be a whistle. That's why I didn't move it. That, no doubt about that one. That's a good call by Mr. Whalen. Yeah, Fairhaven's going to move it up there. They go about 10 yards, maybe 12. And again, this isn't a bad spot for the kick. I mean, their last kick was beautiful over the top, and the defense somehow funneled to the middle of the field, and that left that left wing open, but they were unable to settle the ball down enough to take a shot on Abdel Noor. This time she just didn't get the lift on it. She wanted to drive it another 8 to 9 yards further than that. Dalto making the move, and see that? Osmer came between the two of them who were standing there watching the ball. She went to the ball, and that was a difference in possession. And Dalto put the brakes on and actually give the ball up to Pouliot. P-O-U-L-I-O-T, Catherine Pouliot. And again, I'm sure I'm mispronouncing that, and I apologize for that. Instead of going out and getting pronunciations in the beginning of the warm-ups, I played with the black lab puppy instead, so silly me, huh? Severance going against Merrill, and Merrill never gave up that inside position. I tell you what, that's a heck of a job to get it centered. Oh, they tried to come on the trail, and that's going to be side out. Throw coming for Fairhaven again. So in the last 10 minutes, they've generated their best and only chances of getting a score here, and they'll take the throw. As Rogstad will drive it to the corner of the 18. It does come out to the 20. That never got in. Nice step up by Hannon, and then on the fly, she'll get the kick right up to her teammate, which was Diano, and that will roll through the legs of Bagley, and there's Merrill. Again, Fairhaven, I tell you, if they can pull this thing off and go to the halftime scoreless, that could be some phenomenal motivation, inspiration for the second half. Or it could motivate Mill River and come out and just be like a mad hornet that's being broke open. But halftime, a long way off, and here comes Osmer. She was looking to take it solo, make the move to the inside. Left foot blocked this time. Comes all the way out to Shara James. James number 2 in the ball game for Fairhaven as the wind really kicking up hard now. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but it's really coming now. And Mill River will have the throw. They're just waiting for Diano to clear. And I believe Paige Carrera, number 3, right there, came in to take maybe not her specific spot, but somebody's spot as she's checked in. Osmer just muscled James the ball. Now we'll come back and Fairhaven. Not a lot of turf. You can see how quickly the turf closes down. And they're going to call a foul on Bagley. And they want Carone to come over just to the edge of the circle, I believe, when they finally make the spot. Seeing the ball being knocked down by Cheyenne Sheldon. But this is Carone. I don't say her first name either. How's that for being set? A T-I-M-I. Timmy? Timmy Carone? Or Timmy Carone? Tell you again, it was bothered by the wind, but they kept possession. As Severance there and couldn't control it. Whoop, got in there and broke the pass up. It'll come all the way back out to number 10, Sheldon. And Sheldon's still with it. You can see the difference in confidence and aggression going to the ball. Osmer squirts it free, and Carone, boy, she had to make the play. That was a great leap over the leg, too. That was athletic. Wow. Gotta tell you, I'm not joking. That was a heck of an athletic move by Carone. As Bagley. Possession and drives it in. 4 minutes to go before halftime. Paige Carrera and Mill River on their home turf in a scoreless game right now with Fairhaven. You see Stone settling. Stone. Oh, the defender overcommitted. That opened Stone up for the drive, and they want to give the ball to Carrera. Her shot, and right to Wooster. Tell you what, Wooster's seeing the ball well. Very confident out there. That punt, she was off balance. That was one of her. She'd punted very, very well before that. That was. I got the job done and everything, but she was off balance when she kicked the ball, basically. And Hannon will settle it down and drive it to the far side and picked back up by James. Momentarily had it, and she got it back. Again, that's pushed forward by Ronaldo. Ronaldo coming in, and Stone didn't sense that there was James there, and now Camo taking it wide, very wide. And I believe she... Oh, what a fake out by Camo. She acted like the ball had gone out of bounds, and everybody relaxed and took a breath, and she made the play. That's a good play. I think that was a heck of a thing, thinking that like that. That's good. So Stone calling for the ball, getting the ball, and she will take the throw from Mill River. 2.5 minutes to go. First half action on Munger Vision. Scoreless. Fairhaven and Mill River. Sometimes, I don't mean this meanly, their basketball games against each other are this low scoring. And that's going to be to Lee. I haven't talked about Lee much in the last couple minutes. She's been quiet, but they better get in front of Osmer, because as she gets by him, there's the shot, and it went to the outside of the post. And that should become a goal kick. And I'm waiting to see where Carone wants to set up. She wants to go to the far side of the box. And 2 minutes even to go. And I can't believe we played 38 minutes of scoreless soccer. Weatherhog was looking to feed Katrupi, and defensively Sheldon got in there. Paige Carrera, there's her pass through Katrupi. Look at the nice spacing by Mill River to Lee, and I'll tell you what, that's a dangerous clear. She came across the 18 with it. Oh, that wasn't the play. Yeah, see, they're trying to find... Right now, the Fairhaven defense is aligned to slide and take away the alleys into the goalie. Just like ice hockey, they're playing to block the shot. And I'm not sure that'd be a good game plan, but it's working. in Corone. Her kick will be picked up by Bagley, who took it on the fly, didn't settle the ball, got it to the right side, and it's partially settled down. Now it's controlled by Fairhaven. They'll go to Severance, and Severance takes the bump and keeps her footing, and will send the ball 5 yards further down the field. Rogstad with the steal, and she'll turn around and send Katrupi. Katrupi wants to send Lee. Number 21 was there. That was, oh, there's another name I know I'm going to get wrong. I'll wait till they bring it side out. There we go. Butrimus. I'll work on that as Katrupi gets the shot in, and Wooster with yet another save. She's going to be around 14 or 15 saves here in this first half of soccer, which has got 20 seconds to go in the half. And it's looking more and more like Fairhaven is going to go to the break scoreless. Is Weatherhog. Boy, there she goes with acceleration. Wants to turn the corner. And Wooster. There it is. They made it in finally. With no time on the clock, it was a lucky bounce, but it was good pressure. Mill River will grab a 1-0 lead as they're checking in. Oh, it's on the board. So it will be. Osmer will get credit for the goal. Right here is the recognition of the baseball team getting their regular season NBL jacket, championship jackets. And that young lady, I know, I should know this. She is getting acknowledged also. I believe it was for, see, in the fall it is cross country and it's track and field in the spring. I know she's a runner. But yeah, they're all getting announced by Mike Lee, the PA announcer, and that's going to be the baseball team and Brooke out there, and a job well done by everybody. Emily Osmer getting set to start the second half. She got credited with the goal. As Fairhaven held Mill River scoreless for 39 minutes and 59 seconds, and they gave up the goal with just a minute left, or second left. And that young lady that got the jacket at halftime was Brooke Davis. And she says, phenomenal athlete. And she was a young lady that got recognized, Brooke Davis. And also, that was the boys' baseball team that got their jacket. So, well, Fairhaven, as far as Mill River goes, not a lot I really change. Not that I'm a coach, but I mean, other than just stay with it. You put tremendous pressures on. You created corners by putting pressure on. You outshot them, and it was just a really excellent effort by Wooster, the goalie for Fairhaven, that kept this thing at being just 1-0. But I don't know how much it really changed. Finish. I guess that's it. It's hard to coach finishing, but as Austin with the ball. Now Fairhaven, on the other hand, they got a lot of things to work on. Mostly just getting it through the middle of the field and putting more people up front to get the pressure on some shots on the goalie Abdelnour. But only down one goal. They don't have to be drastic here in the opening 38 minutes. The big thing for Fairhaven is not to give up a glutton of goals. Don't give up the next goal to Fairhaven from Mill River, so you're down 2-0. Don't give up a couple goals in a row, and then all of a sudden it changes all your options because it becomes limited options, as Rogstad will just push the ball out to Hannon, and she'll gently send it up the sideline and link up with Lee. And Lee got the assist on the goal, and Lee with that long stride, able to break into the open and crosses midfield and sets it forward looking for Osmer. And Osmer this time will cut to the inside, and that will be off from the foot of the Fairhaven defender, number 3, Pouliot. Well, it's good to know people listen. I've apologized all season for getting Abdelnour's name incorrect and then struggling with it, even after I've been told how to say it, because I'm not that bright a person. But I don't know how many people now have come up to me and have tried to help me because they've listened to the broadcast. That's always encouraging, somebody's listening. I always figure there's 6-7 people out of each broadcast listening. I've always said the best way to enjoy a sporting event that I bring to you is just to turn the audio off. But, Paige Carrera going to back up as far as she can right to the ropes and get some momentum forward. She wants to go into the box, and that's settled down by Osmer. She wanted to bring it back around on the reversal trap. Nice follow-up, though, by Weatherhog. Excuse me. Yeah, we're at mid-fall. Mid-October, I should say. Mid-fall. We're at mid-October, which means it's not that long before you start talking about possibility of playoff pairings and seedings and getting on the road, see how far we can go for the playoffs. Mill River, I think if they stay level like they played all year, they should probably be home for quite a few playoff games. And that ball just laying there. That's not cool. Especially in the defensive end. Fairhaven should have came out and played that 50-50 ball and cleared their zone. That's something they got to work on is Bagley dancing with the ball. We'll bring it back to Carrera. Takes a bad bounce, skips over a foot, and now they're looking to pop Severance. They basically got everybody back defensively in their third of the field for Haven, and then just have Severance kind of hanging around the 40-yard line. As Rogstad will chase it, run out of space, and that will become a throw for Dalto. And Fairhaven, in case you haven't figured it out, Fairhaven in their very recognizable, very traditional dark blue uniforms, the Slaters, under first year head coach Peter Roach. That's Coach Roach, which is better than being a Roach coach. As Weatherhog splitting the defense, literally gets it to the 30, 25, and will send it into the 18. It might have too much foot on it. Wooster going over and scooping it up as she didn't want to chance it. Might have been touched by one of her teammates, goes between the line, and it would have resulted in a goal kick. Now, I'm not saying that was even touched, but she made the effort to make the play, and I'll be trapped down by Severance. And yeah, she was looking to go to her teammate, Dubois. It's either Dubois or Dubious, and I think it's Dubois, but I'm probably wrong with that name. I gotta stop playing with the puppies before the pregame and go down and get my pronunciations. As Weatherhog overshot Osmer, and then Corone right there, and that's going to stay in play. Yep. It's Weatherhog. Again, Fairhaven, though, watching instead of attacking. That's a nice step up right there. And they'll swing that across. Stepped up by Katrupi. She wanted to push the ball out to Stone, and Paige Carrera will go back and take it away from Severance. Severance stayed right on it, and Severance last touched it, and we will have a throw by Paige Carrera and Mill River, who lead 1-0 on a very, very, very late goal in the first half, literally with a second left. That was dangerously close, not even counting. Look at Osmer. Yeah, one too many moves. Katrupi right onto the foot. Boom, bang, back of the net. No doubt about it. Lee buried that one, and now Fairhaven getting in a little bit of trouble now. It's Amanda Lee with the goal. That was a beautiful job of setting the table. Oh, wait a minute. Did I give the person the wrong goal? The wrong person the goal? Oh, I'll have to wait for... No, it was Amanda Lee. Katrupi got the assist. Lee got the goal. Thought I saw it that way, but, you know, it had been a long, brutal day at work. And I wasn't sure what I saw. So again, 2-0 now. That next goal was so important for Fairhaven. It goes to Mill River, and here comes Katrupi as they're going to be bringing the ball back down to Weatherhog. Yeah, she had Lee again, but just out-kicked her, and Wooster will go over and make the scoop. So 34 minutes to go in the second half, and we were able to double up their lead to 2-0. That didn't take too long. They shot for 39 minutes and 59 seconds in the first half before they got one. Beautiful pass by Osmer to Bagley, up the middle. Bagley going to blow through, and no. I'll tell you what, that was a beautiful rush, though. That was a great individual effort by Bagley, and it was the right move. That was the correct thing to do. She had the advantage and the talent, and she took it to the defense and just didn't swivel around enough to get the kick on net. So Corone going to be stepping into the ball here. Wind in her favor right now. And again, that one's going to be Rogstad right there to shorten the field up in Mill River. Just almost like there's 20 people on the field. They're so quick to the ball and aggressive to the ball. And Rogstad's going to take the throw as she comes back from the Mill River Lumber Company and gets it to Osmer. And that's a good defensive play right there. I just wish I had the number. She stepped up aggressively, attacked on defense, and made the play. Fairhaven with a rush down the field, and you can see that Mill River speed. They're able to get back and negate the ball going into the 18. As that will trickle to this wide side, or short side actually, and be driven out, and Chelsea Bora will take the throw. And I'm waiting to see. Bora's going to take it again, number 22. There she is. Well, the sun's gone down, and it's so much better to videotape now. As Severance looking for any space to get a shot off. It's so hard to break Mill River down defensively on the dribble one-on-one, unless it's in transition, and that was from a standstill. They just react, they communicate, they're disciplined in position. And I just don't think that Fairhaven right now has got the team speed to beat him in transition, to get it up and down the field. Stone was there, and there's Stone again as she bothered Severance, and then that ball will be sent across, and will it stay in play? It does stay in play. That was number 6 hustling across to Boy. Came back to Bora, Chelsea Bora, and she skipped past her foot, and that's, again, Fairhaven with the ball, and Osmer there defensively. And Osmer plays really good defense. People just don't, I don't say give her credit, but you don't think of her defensively because she's such a table setter for the goals and then the goal scorer herself. Now she sets up the assist and the goals, and she plays very good defense. You know, just that she doesn't have to play it all the time. First of all, in her position. Stone can't save. Well, you know what Stone did? She saved it from being a corner. She's going to be a throw. I do not think it hit the inline, and it did not. So, or are they going? No, she's going to be a throw. Yeah, that's a great play by Stone. As Carrera makes the steal. And that ball going to be set back into the open corner. Boy, Fairhaven just hustles all the time, but they're just not confident in their offenses. So plus, you got to remember, they're playing a very good, experienced team. You know, a lot of these players from Mill River, and I don't know percentages, maybe 65% of them, probably a tad bit more than that actually, played in a championship game last year. And here they are back again this year. I mean, that's a big advantage and experience. Weatherhog crosses the ball, and that's going to go through the inline, and a corner coming up for Mill River. And then it's going to be Osmer, of course, as she'll make her way to the flag. You see the indication of the breeze on it. Again, Osmer setting the ball down with 30 minutes straight up to go. So we played 50 minutes of soccer. Mill River with a 2-0 lead. And that kind of harmlessly brought itself up to the 18, and that'll be wide. And a goal kick coming up. So yeah, Carone will set it down on this near side of the box and get set to try to give it a crank out here and get. Don't want to shorten the field, make Mill River work their way down the whole field if they can. Well, you know, a good portion of the field. That's a very short kick as the wind knocked it down. And running by it was Bagley to Kachupi, and Kachupi's pass was expected to slide past Sheldon, and Sheldon played good defense there. To Weatherhog. Tell you what, that's a beautiful. That you can see as a soccer player. She's athletic, obviously. She's a good athlete, but she's a soccer player first. Weatherhog, that is. She sprinted to the corner, planted, and kicked a powerful shot on the cross, all without thinking about it. It was all natural instinct to her. She is a good one. As Austin got spun around, but Stone coming over now, and Stone. It's going to be a white throw as it goes off from Dubois. There is Stone, as I'll pick her up just on the edge of the bleachers. We'll go back to Hannon. Everything was marked in front of her, so Hannon will dribble a few yards, probably step into it. There she goes. Ah, see, the sun came. I talked too soon. The sun came out. As that ball just cleared near the edge of the circle at the midfield stripe, not beyond midfield. And Rogstad going to come up now. And Rogstad to Katruppi, and you got to get their spacing correct. Still 2-0 Mill River. A goal late in the first half and a goal early in the second half, and that's where we're at. Wooster's still in net for Fairhaven, at least it looks like her. And Abdelnour in net for Mill River, as we're at 27:59 to go in the soccer game. I have the Mill River football game versus Oxbow on my schedule to come up and at a later date on Channel 15, and then I'm taking the trip next weekend to Otter Valley. We'll see how that works out. Hopefully I'll have a game for you. Kick just wide. I tell you, that did not miss by much. It was great placement. As Corone now. Going to step into it with that left foot. And you can see the aggressive play. Lee, who's aggressive anyways, whether it's when she's pitching in softball or playing soccer here. Wooster will make the easy save. Or in basketball, but she got up short in the field, tacked. That's a great kick by Wooster. That on the bounce will make midfield. Rogstad going to go back and try to settle it down. Played it off her body forward now to bounds. One of the rare times that Wooster, or one of the times that Rogstad couldn't control the ball. And so Rogstad pinned against that sideline. I believe that was 17 Alexander that had her. No, that was 12 actually. Hardiman, Lexus Hardiman. Lexus always was a cool name for a female. Well, always for a female. Wouldn't sound right calling a guy that. That ball coming through. And boy, Corone way up top on the Albert sweeper position made an aggressive play there. No doubt about that one. And Carrera heard the communications, brought it back to Katruppi. Her shot, nope. Again, Corone playing like an extra goalie back there, able to make the save. Never got in on Wooster. You can see how well Mill River keeps her gapping and spacing out there in their offensive end of the field. As Katruppi wanted to play it back behind her, and Alexander will, or it's Hardiman, excuse me, Hardiman will get it up and out over midfield to Severance. Severance looking to accelerate past Stone on the fly, shoulder to shoulder, keeping the ball ahead of herself. There's the bump, and Severance go back and get the ball. Looking for a trailer in blue. Dubois got there along with Carrera. She got a foot on it, but it will be Fairhaven with temporary possession. They didn't really plant and kick that well. They kind of rushed the kick and didn't keep possession. As Weatherhog on the sprint coming down the field. Weatherhog laying it out for Osmer. Osmer, like I said, much faster than I gave her credit for early in her career here. She's very quick, actually. And yeah, corner came out of it, so 25 minutes even, and Emily Osmer going to serve up the corner for Mill River. Well, if Fairhaven's got a shot at getting back into this thing, they need to defend this corner. She'll get it up, over, and boy, took a weird bounce, kind of nosedive. Rogstad got a toe on it, and that was about it. Really couldn't push it anywhere near the goalie, and that ball's going to trickle out to the center circle as Austin will go back to Hammond, and she'll wait till the defender commits to her. She'll dribble up, and she didn't even wait. She just kicked it. Put it on the foot of Lee, who brought it all the way across the field to Weatherhog, who dances over the top of the ball, and then waiting for the trailer. That's Paige Carrera coming up back to Weatherhog. Will she try to bring it to the inside? Yeah, and then a good job defensively by Bora as she took away that little lane to the alley, or that little lane to the goalie. Carrera, a lot of possession, but again, nice job defensively staying in there. That's not in a cool spot. And Wooster will grab it, and she'll take the punt now with 24 minutes to go in this soccer game, and Fairhaven trailing by 2. Bagley. Couldn't control it. Dubois came up also. Ronaldo was there, number 8 for Fairhaven. And Stone might not have saved it. No, she did not save it. She did a good effort, but it will go out. We'll have a throw for Fairhaven. As you can see, Severance waiting for the time to be, restarted here on the substitutions. As Merrill coming in for Mill River, and I believe Doran came in for Fairhaven. Just a touch by Austin, and here comes Osmer. Osmer, see that nice move over the ball? Oh, great pass to Lee, and too far back to Osmer as Wooster came out. That, though, had some awful, beautiful moves to it coming down the field. They had the right idea. They just need to cut off about 18 inches on that last pass. Again, here's where the speed Merrill against Severance, who elected to bring the ball back to the inside, and her job was done. She wanted to give the ball back to her teammate, who I believe was number 16, Moriarty. Oh, look at this. Lee can't finish it this time. Nope. Got kicked out as Dalto was there. Kachupi will get the table scraps, and Doran trying to stay in front of her, and that's going to be directed toward the net. Wooster will get it. Yeah, Wooster had a precarious little trip in the goalie area that time down the field with Mill River pressuring her everywhere. Couple minutes away from the midway point of the second half, and the Minutemen holding that 2-0 lead over Fairhaven. Wooster with a much more comfortable save there. And she's going to kick it about 20 yards that time. Oh, look at Osmer. This is in the bank. Yeah. Osmer, one-on-one, picked the ball and put it in for her second goal of the game, and now it's 3-0. Mill River with 21:45 left in the soccer game. Overtime not looking very likely now. Should be unassisted by Osmer. No, they're going to give Bagley the assist on that. Okay. Well, you look at the time, you divide it up, and you got to figure in the next 7 or 8 minutes, Fairhaven's got to get a goal. Or at least keep Mill River from scoring any more goals. But even if they kept them from scoring any more goals the rest of the way, they got to score themselves, and that's been the problem when they hook up with Mill River, scoring goals. Again, Mill River is, to me, and I've always thought this, that their offense is their best defense. And Coach Carr's basically played it that way this year. Just keep the pressure on your offensive third, and they'll keep the ball away from the defense, or keep the ball away from the other team's offense because they're playing defense on you. And pretty much, Mill River, you just keep doing what you've been doing. As Kamo can't get there, he'll go out of play, and we'll have Bora take the throw. This is Aaron Bora, looking to go to Severance. Well marked by Merrill, and that'll go out of bounds, and it should be, yeah, Merrill's going to stay there. Will she take the throw, though? Yes, she will. She elects to go short. Everything was marked long. Gets the ball to Diano, and Diano couldn't get it past Ronaldo. Will make the steal, and she'll send Osmer in, and this time Carone stepped up way early and made the play as Diano trying to take it around Bora. Is that Redenis? Yeah, Redenis out there, and Camoans, they almost collided with Ronaldo. And there's Stone with the step up. You see her work herself right to the edge of that big center circle to Austin, who plants, fires, and can't connect on that far side with Peterson. So yeah, that's some Mill River football action for you. At a later date on Channel 15 will be the Oxbow game. So hopefully it'll be a great game. They're right behind each other. They're right next to each other in the standings, and both of them fighting for that number 4 spot in the playoffs. And then I finish up my Rec Pride 7th and 8th grade tackle football coverage this coming weekend. So you see those games at a future date. Tomorrow's high school football starts today on Munger Vision. I haven't really complained a lot today. I had a bad day at work, but no, it's not really a complaint. Peterson coming in. Peterson, will she be able to get it and cross it? She got it to the inline, and now she's trying to bring it in around Carone, and I think they said blue ball. No, they didn't. Well, everybody from Mill River is leaving, but Kylie's got the ball. There, she'll give it up. Hey, never hurts to try to get it. Now, you pick up those, like Sam's Good News and Lake Regions News, all those free publications, like the old Bargain Buster. And I see this ad. I saw it last year, and it does irk me. And it says, PEGTV, see See the Knicks' Derek Jeter on PEGTV Sports. You know, I don't think it'd kill him because they promote the heck out of a lot of other shows. And I can't really recall him in 15 years really promoting Sports Beat. You know, to me it's been a staple, but maybe not. Certainly a community-oriented show. A lot of effort goes into it, like everybody shows. But when they put up that sports promotion and they do it for, you know, basketball, next to LeBron James, or, you know, this and that, I don't think it hurt him to just kind of slide a little Munger vision in there. Because basically I bring them 99.9% of their sports. And I don't think a little tip of the hat is really asking much. I think it kind of sucks they don't do that. Now they're all jumping on the local sports. Look, we bring you bandwagon, but hey, let's give them a little tip to the guy out there with the camera and the headset, and all the work goes into it. You know, if you're going to say watch Knicks' Derek Jeter on PEGTV, don't be ashamed to say it's Munger Vision. God, I mean, you can't wait to say who's bringing you Castleton football, the professional guys on PEGTV. 17 minutes, 47 seconds to go. Come on with the throw, and she's going to get a chance to settle it. And she didn't make the move. She just brought the kick back to Kachupi, who gave it to Osmer. Osmer with a couple goals today for Mill River. Lee with the other goal. And a couple of your big guns, Lee and Osmer. Up. Yeah, hypothetically, and it's a long way down the road, if Mill River were to get in the semifinals and finals again this year, depending on how far away they went, I'd go back for that experience again. Like I said, for Jens was fine. The guys were real nice there. Set me up with on top of a table to shoot from, for the game. It was just so freaking cold. It would be cool if they played at Fairhaven and I could go up in the tower. Well, it'd still be cold, but at least I'd have coverage from a lot of times the wind. Well, you'd have three directions the wind couldn't hit you. And way back in the beginning, when I was doing football championship games and it was freezing out, I'd bring an electric heater. A lot of times I really sat basically on top of it. It didn't keep me warm, but it gave me a place to put my frozen frostbite hands or frostbitten toes for a couple seconds. I put it underneath the camera to try to keep the camera warm because it's just cold weather is brutal on equipment, electronic equipment, especially old equipment like I got. Both me and the camera got old equipment, so a lot of that's why I gave up doing the Raha stuff. It was just so cold on the equipment. And the cold weather seemed to really bother all my old camera zooms. Like when I pushed the button, it wouldn't zoom in or out because it was like frozen shut. As Bora will take the throw, looking for a severance. 3-0 the Minutemen. 15:58 left before supper tonight. As again, the soccer season, hard to believe it, but it's winding down to where you really start thinking long and hard about seedings and playoffs and matchups and home fields and where you're going to go to and all that good stuff. Yeah, last year I think I just missed one girls soccer game for Mill River. And I mean this sincerely. Like today, there's a game here being played, and then the Proctor girls team's playing soccer, and I cover some of their stuff. And I mean this sincerely. I wish I could be in two places at the same time, because I would love to give them all the same amount of coverage. And I do feel bad when I don't, like today. I had to choose where to go, but there was some logic in it. There's no prejudice in it. I get out of work at 3:30. This game starts at 4. The Proctor game starts at 4. By the time I drive to Mill River, I'm approximately 9 minutes away from Mill River from where I work on Cold River Road. Well, to go from where I work on Cold River Road to Proctor, I would get there just about 4 o'clock, which means I wouldn't be able to get a lineup for the other team. And, it's logistics and timing. This was the smarter move time-wise to come here. Now tomorrow you have 3 things going on there killing me. You got Otter Valley football, Mill River football, and Proctor soccer, boys soccer against Black River, all taking place within an hour of each other. And 2 people aren't going to get covered by me. It's not by me. Two people aren't going to get covered and get their programs from recognition. I've learned over the many, many years of doing this, people don't really care who's covering it. I used to really. I was naive in the beginning, the first 10 years or so. And I thought, you kind of get caught up in the pats on the back and the BS, when you're covering somebody's kids' team or the coach, that you're covering. And you kind of get the feeling that they want your coverage, your camera work, your commentary, your interviews, and all that. They don't care. You could come up here with the worst camera, worse than what I do for camera work, and as long as your kid's on TV, that's all they care about. They don't give a crap if it's me or look at that off the crossbar. That's just Osmer. That's just good stuff to watch. I appreciate that. As Osmer worked it in and took the shot off the crossbar, she was looking for the hat trick. That took place with just a tad over 13 minutes to go. But if I had my way, I'd get together with the VPA and schedule so everything was at least 3 hours apart so I could cover. I personally, like I said, my time's winding down in public access volunteering, but if they could play football at noon and soccer at 3:30, I'd cover both events. That way everybody get coverage. Because I want people to think I'm like picking a thing prejudiciously. Oh, I wish I could do the Proctor Black River boys game tomorrow, the Mill River football game tomorrow, and the Otter Rally football game. But the problem I have is I promise everybody 3 people on the same time, and then that's where I get in trouble. Then I got to make a decision. I chose the Mill River football game because I hadn't covered. I've been a couple weeks. I missed one of their home games, and it's been a couple weeks since I've done a high school football game. I've been doing the 7th, 8th grade tackle football. I try to be balanced, and the amounts of coverages. But I took Mill River started 1 hour earlier than the other 2 events did, so that meant I would have an hour. I'd be done an hour sooner. Because I do get, a little bit every now and then hungry or tired or something, or got chores at home or work or something silly like that. So that's how I chose tomorrow's event. So the horn sound, substitutions coming in with 11:26 to go in the soccer game. And a 3-0 Mill River lead. I don't know, I think it was 4 years ago during a Fairhaven Mill River soccer game. That's up, and no, it's going to come to the corner of the box. I believe it ended up being 11-0 Mill River. The younger Chadburn girl was still playing, and that's just a phenomenal team they had. But the game kind of had a lull to it, lacked a lot of intensity, 11-0. That's when I voiced my opinion about the allowing of coverage, lack of coverage, be allowed for my old alma mater, and where my tax dollars go to is Rutland High School, and that's when they ban me from doing their sports. See, these slow games get me in trouble because even though I'm stupid, I can have an opinion. Doesn't mean my opinion's right, but I can voice my opinion. That will go out of bounds, and Lee looking for the ball as it will become a corner. And Osmer has left the game, so looks like Lee will take over the kicking duty on serving the volleys up here for the corner kicks. 10 minutes to go in the soccer game, and Mill River looking to add to that 3-0 lead. Wooster couldn't control it, knocked it down, and boy, that was in a bad spot. Still in a bad spot. And Mill River trying to sell it. Redenis wide. And a goal kick is the call. So we'll see Carone take the kick. And that's a low liner, and that worked for her though. She got it to squirt through the first layer of bodies out to the 40-yard line, and sun peeking itself out between the clouds again, and that collision will let them play through. Is getting Mill River been about the way I thought the game would go, honestly. I thought Mill River would dominate offensively, and their defense would be overshadowed because their offense is so good. They were able to, at will, go through the middle of the field. And Fairhaven, not quite there offensively, was going to have a lot of trouble generating shots on net and corners. And, you know, each team has played hard. And I don't mean it as a criticism like that. But you know, like I said, every sporting event, there's a better team on the field, the court, the ice. That's why it's just nature. It's how it works. Today, obviously, Mill River is just a real good, happening right now soccer team. As who crashed out there? Oh, Austin fell down and got right back up. Severance. She's working hard, and Weeks and Severance, and they're still trying to figure out who's going to have possession of the ball. Weeks came up with it, didn't control it that long, and the ball popped out to Pouliot. And again, I said this several times, I'm not sure that's the pronunciation, and I apologize if it's being said incorrectly. There's 8 minutes to go, and I'm trying to see it's Pouliot leaving the game for Fairhaven. Ronaldo with the touch, and Merrill had to steal temporarily, but then the ball stolen right back again by Severance. Oh, that's a beautiful pass. I'm not sure that James thought it was going to get to her, but she kind of pulled up on it. That was a beautiful pass. And who will take the throw? That's going to be Fairhaven, and it's going to be Bora, number 11. Aaron Bora. And that's going to be Severance coming in with some speed, and she's cutting behind Austin, and oh, their best scoring chances. Abdelnour came out and really made the angle tough for Fairhaven, but that was by far their best chance coming down the field. And that took place with 7 minutes and 11 seconds to go in the contest. And is that Austin taking the kick? The sun came out in my eyes. I'm trying to figure out who took the goal kick. That looks like Austin. Okay, I'll go back on the ball now. And you can see the sun squirting in and out again. We've got another bunch of clouds coming in, so I'll make it better to cover. There's Stone. I think Stone should get a gold star today. She's played a great game for Mill River. They've all played well. They've all played well. That is Austin. I believe she took the last goal kick. So Anna Austin, she did keep it in bounds. Severance trying to make the move around Redena. She'll have none of that. She pokes it away, and that ball coming all the way back to Rogstad. 50-50 ball, and boy, I'll tell you, Mill River has gobbled them up. I bet you by such a margin, it's mathematically incapable. I'm incapable mathematically of figuring out the percentage. I bet you 80% of the 50-50 balls were won by Mill River. Fairhaven stepping into it defensively, returning the kick, and it'll be out of play. We'll have a white throw, and that's going to be, is that Casey? Yeah, that's Camo going to take the throw. Yeah, a lot of basketball. As long as the camera stays working, a lot of basketball coming up on Munger Vision. Going to start off with the CSJ basketball team in November. Phil Bartlett down there got himself, boy, what a recruiting class. Look at this as Diano, who's got a goal on Munger Vision. And they said she didn't save it, so it'll become a goal kick with 5:24 to go for Corone. Yeah, CSJ going to have I think, I watched them practice and I talked to their team, and I think they're going to have a heck of an athletic team, a deep bench, something Coach Bartlett hasn't had in his first 2 years here at CSJ, but I don't want to put pressure on them. I'm expecting big things from the CSJ men's basketball program. I'm not sure, honestly, with you, if they're going to have a girls program or not. I don't know what the numbers are like. I know numbers weren't good last year. And I don't know, I don't have the same relationship with the girls basketball coach that I have with the men's. Coach Bartlett had to warm up to me. He wasn't a big Jerry fan for many, many years, but I think he realized it's all he had for coverage right now at the college. So, and I've been there for a long time doing CSJ college basketball. Way back, man, when there was a good old Mayflower Conference. I wish it still was Mayflower Conference, but I guess he's kind of reserved himself to the fact that I'm all he's got for coverage. Do I think he'd replace me if he had an opportunity? Oh, absolutely. But hey, it's America. Everybody's got their right to their taste and opinions, and All that good stuff. Well, you see Rockstadt. That's a great battle. I gotta remember who number 10 is. Oh, Sheldon for Fairhaven. That was a great job. That's what being down 3-0 and seeing people play that hard still, that's good stuff. Peterson to Weeks. Weeks with some turf in front of her, taking advantage of it. Weeks shot up and got it! Weeks will get the goal. Now, whether that's her first varsity goal or not, she ain't got a ton of them, so I know it's going to be close to her first varsity goal. That's a nice job by Weeks, so taking the turf. The defense gave her the seam. Now we'll make it 4-0, matching the score of the first meeting between these two schools with 3:33 to go. So yeah, I'm just adjusting my knee pad. Like I said, that left knee, I kneel on it. Oh, not a lot of cartilage left in there. It's a lot of bone-on-bone action in it. As you can see, again, there's Severance with the touch, and now Fairhaven going to try to reverse the field and go up over the top. And is that Hannon? Yeah, she'll have none of that. She dropped the ball back out. Yeah, see those sun dots on the camera? You think they aggravate you at home on the TV? They don't do much for me either. That's my hand making the shield. As Diano heading toward the ball, and that will make the inline, and it should become a goal kick with just 3 minutes even to go in the game. So Fairhaven and Mill River were scoreless with just 1 second to go in the half when Osmer for Mill River able to push the ball across the goal line in time to have it count for a 1-0 Mill River lead going in at the half, and then a goal very quickly in the second half by Mill River. I believe that was Amanda Lee. And that made it 2-0, and then, of course, we just saw the fourth goal scored by Weeks, and then Osmer before that had gotten her second goal. So, you know, Osmer with 2 goals, Lee with a goal, and Weeks with a goal. Lee, Weeks, and Osmer, that's 3 different people scoring goals for you. That's good stuff. As Camo coming up, looking for Diana on his right side. That ball will evade her and go out of bounds, and we'll have a throw coming up by the Slaters as the Wind deciding to make one more appearance here. Lee. Well, it looked like she's trying to set up the pass. Diano with the pick. Diano going to go in, and Diano just missed it. Oh, she's going to be seeing that. What a sweet move, though, by Diano. That was sweet stuff, man. That was patience. That was thought out. And that was just inches. Maybe a little too much finesse on the finish there. Well, that's easy, you know, being an old man standing up here saying too much finesse on it. But look at Peterson lean into Bora. And then coming up on the trail. Oh, Emily is out there. I didn't think we'd see Osmer again. She's out there, and she just missed getting possession. As Stone did save it. And I think Stone's going to get it again. Yeah, here comes Stone. She got up to midfield with just 1 minute left in his 4-0 soccer game. Mill River with the 4-0 lead. Merrill with the touch, and Merrill's pass all the way to midfield where there's only Slaters there. That was number 17. That was Alexander, Aaron Alexander for Fairhaven. Remember, I tried to name everybody Alexander for a second there in the first half. And I need to look through the sun. That's Hardiman, Alexis Hardiman with the throw. And that's, again, just off the side of the foot. And Severance will go back and collect it. And, boy, you could see the 3 white jerseys converge on her. That's going to come through to an open corner. And I only see Mill River there. They'll step it up and pooch it down to Diano. And she'll run through the ball. And, again, just 9 seconds left. So it's going to be a Mill River win. They'll sweep the 2-game season series over Fairhaven. Much better weather conditions tonight, so congratulations to Mill River. An excellent effort by Fairhaven, but it's going to be a 4-0 win for the Minutemen. Get out there, support your student athletes, and always give Munger Vision a little credit for all the sports you see.